And we're back. Nothing much has changed since last time. Well, I say nothing much has changed. We are still in the same place that we were before. I have thought my strategy a little bit. My tactics, rather. Instead of the old rune setup, I've opted for something a little more different. We have the Blood Rapture rune that gives us extra HP after performing viscerals. We have higher Quicksilver bullet maximum, and we have the Claw Mark, which strengthens visceral attacks. So, as you can probably imagine, what I'm going to try and do is spam the frick out of our parries here and heal that way, basically. I don't know why I didn't think about that before this. And also, I think by now I should just be a lot more aggressive. Like people were asking, although right now, I think the first phase is much more... dangerous, actually.
You must accept
And then he kills me right away.
Freed from the night.
I also opted for losing the extra blood vial maximum rune that would allow me to heal more, because ideally we'd be healing just by dealing damage. That's the idea anyway. Although I've realized that, and yes, I have watched some people not really beat this boss, but attempt this boss. And they were a lot more aggressive. However, I didn't look up any strategies or whatever. But what I also realized is that I'm probably on the low side when it comes to HP right now.
You must accept your death.
That little hook, I need to be more careful about. Also, if you're watching, if you had been watching the VODs, you'll realize that I cut like half an hour or so out of this fight from the last stream, because we weren't really doing that much different. I hope that that's not going to be the case this time. That would actually deal with him relatively quickly. I have Yosefka's Vial equipped. I also have Fire Paper and Bolt Paper equipped. Just getting reacclimated with the parry timings. Just gotta make sure I actually follow up this time. Didn't I expect you would be he'd react this fast. Just wanna actually see how much extra health we get from this and how much more damage it does. I think it's like maybe 300 extra damage from normal.
You must accept your death.
What I'm doing there when he does this two-part combo is I dodge twice pretty fast, like in a rhythm that goes like duck duck. And I shouldn't be following up that quickly with the second dodge. I should go like duck duck duck, you know. A little bit of a delay on the second one. Like miss one beat and then do it again. I just have to internalize it, which is the hardest thing. And yeah, if I had like maybe 3 or 4 more levels of what's it called? Vitality? It would be a lot easier right now. And yeah, what I haven't done really is... Yeah, okay. See, that was too fast once again. Get some health back. It's not that much, but I think it's more than I... Yeah, see, we're at the second phase already. And this way I should be a lot more... A lot more, aggressive, I think. I'm just trying out the fire paper. Okay, wait. This one we want to keep attacking. The second one apparently is where he actually damages you, so... Okay, I thought I might be far enough away, but... Oh my god. It's so hard for me to really gauge how far this goes. God damn it, dude. See the extra damage on the... Oh, wow. With fire paper, this is actually really good. Did I just lose the fire paper by transforming? Damn it. Okay, this is actually a really good attempt. I shouldn't mess around right now. Nah, see, again. What the fuck? No! I didn't even trade this time. I thought I might at least get some damage done there. Oh, it's the second form now. Damn it! Where's your Sefkos? I want to try your Sefkos this time. Wasn't all that good, actually. Okay, this time you gotta move. Fire paper ran out. Let's do it again. There's a transformation attack that I didn't really need to do. Come on, give me the parry finish. You know you want to. Ah.
You must
Fuck!
your death.
He actually went down.
Be freed from the night.
A little extra HP, I would have killed him. See, I told you. Just a little bit more aggression. That was quite close. It just goes to show you how, you know, just sleeping in between attempts, like getting your thoughts back together and so on, can really change things around. Whew, I need to take a short break, I think. Okay, let's keep it going. Do you know how, maybe you do, maybe you don't. When you're playing a game like this with really high stakes, and I mean, it doesn't help that I'm also streaming it and talking over it, trying to entertain people while doing so. When you're getting really close on on finishing.
You must accept your death.
On finishing a tough challenge like this, my heart sort of sinks. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting like I'm sort of drained or whatever. If you want to get dramatic about it, so sometimes I have to compose myself a little bit afterwards. Maybe it's because of the adrenaline and because I don't get release after all that build up, and I have to prepare myself again for the next one, next attempt. Hello, hello. You were promised? I thought you promised to hang out. Hey, mutant. How's it going? So you just missed a really, really good attempt at the boss. And I still can't seem to get the timing right. There, I actually did it this time. And then we visceral for some extra HP regain. It's less than I thought it would be. But here we go, twice in a row. Makes me think. You wanna... Okay, so transforming doesn't actually get rid of the effect, which is a good thing. Let's try bolt paper now. Being so close to the wall is probably not very good. Nope. Gotta go way on him now. Oh god. He parried my heal. Actually, that's a thing in multiplayer, if you believe it or not. You can parry people for healing in multiplayer, which is a really cool idea, I feel. Okay, we gotta be careful and make sure he doesn't get us with that smash down attack, that shockwave thingy. Oh, that's not what I meant, but you know. I think we're far enough away. There we go. I don't like you being this close to the edge there. Well, it's not the edge, it's the border of the arena. But I feel like maybe bolt paper is more effective against him than fire. Oh, come on! No, no, no! Don't you dare! Come on. Still in his roll animation there. Fuck! Oh. Come on, give it to me. We're almost there. Fuck it. No fancy finish, but honestly, you're not worth it. Old Hunter badge. Whew! What now? What? Sure. What is going on? Moon presence. So that's the actual boss. I very much hope I don't have to fight German again before I can fight this dude as well. Holy crap. I mean, I did it. I killed German. That was the one goal I had for the stream. Hopefully he stays dead. But what the fuck was that just now? Might as well... Ah, now the moon is red. I think that wasn't the case before. Called an inkling. Let's see what the old hunter badge can show me here. We can buy his blade now. Trick weapon wielded by German, the first hunter. A masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with siderite, said to have fallen from the heavens. German surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey might rest in peace, never again to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. Cool. Does he have a special sidearm as well? Doesn't look like it. Anything else? We can buy his stuff too. Hunter attire of German. Created before the workshop existed by making adjustments to everyday clothing and later became the basis for all hunter's garb. The hunter's emphasis on engaging beasts with speed and therefore of selecting lightweight attire no doubt traces back to German's own combat style. It's the same stuff here. Looks pretty neat. Also very ordinary, but that's his whole thing, I guess. We also get to read the badge itself here. Was it in... Yeah, must be in key items. This hunter's badge, crafted in German's time, has no practical purpose except perhaps to assist in romanticizing about the past. The badge was a special privilege for the hunters of the past and should not be dishonored. It should be left in peace unless one is truly prepared to assume the will of those gone before. So I guess it's kind of cool. I mean, it's called Moon Presence. Maybe Hollow Knight devs were inspired by Bloodborne. It could also be just a coincidence, but you fight the moon, or a moon beast. In Bloodborne, you fight the sun, basically, in Hollow Knight. Okay, we don't have to go through German again. Thank Christ. So, let's try and have a look what's going on here. We're doing quite a bit of damage to him right away. So, I guess this is the thing that the healing church was going to summon anyway, right? We thought that... What? Okay, I don't really get it, I guess? What the hell just happened? Okay, next phase. What's it gonna be? Moon Presence? Let's stay away just in case. I don't know what that does, and now... I guess it's always gonna take away all my HP and make it temporary. What just happened? There's some sort of energy collecting, raining down on me or something? I don't know what's going on, but I can't heal. That's the thing. I can't heal in this fight. That can't be it. I refuse to believe that. Nightmare slain? What? Really? What? How is this thing so easy?
Are you cold?
Uh-oh.
Oh, good hunter.
Did I do something wrong? Okay. I really don't know what to say to this. Guys, any comments in chat? I don't know. That was a real letdown of a final boss. It looked cool, but maybe I caught it in like really like I got really good at RNG maybe. I feel like whatever the thing that those spots that he dropped something down to, that those would have to awaken into like more beasts, and after exhausting his first health bar he gets a new one or something. Wow, the music is quite loud. Let me turn that down a little bit if I can. I don't know if I can. Maybe it's gonna be easy on your ears. I just turned it down so I can talk about the game a little bit better. Well, that was a huge, amazing thrill ride of a game. I really enjoyed myself. There are some stuff that we're missing. Like I said, we're gonna revisit Bloodborne to catch up on it. Other than that, I'd say we got through an amazing game. I think Bloodborne is the right direction in which to take FromSoft games like they've been going so far. It's just that too many people have played these games by now, and the hardcore fans, they demand challenge, and you can't just I don't know, make everything deal twice as much damage and you having less damage or whatever, that kind of stuff. It doesn't fly in the sense that people are getting bored of it. So you have to change things up. You have to implement, the regain system. You have to, I don't know, do the blood vial thing. Although I don't know, maybe some people really didn't like that. I think I got it. I think the idea behind that, the whole design philosophy of making you feel like you have to prepare before going into an area. I think that's a really cool idea. Like all the things, you can't just change out rings on the fly. You have to memorize runes every time before you go into before you leave the nightmare. Stuff like that, I feel, is needed for this kind of formula to keep going, because you can't just reiterate the same things over and over again. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I definitely enjoyed the themes of the game, not just also the themes, even though they're pretty repulsive and pretty out there in terms of all the different, just very graphic stuff, intimate stuff. You don't want to think about childbirth in this context, for example, even though that's like a major plot point. I also have to examine the story in my head a little bit. Maybe on a second playthrough we can talk about this again. But mostly I like the setting, the way it's different that way, and the different monster designs and the level design also, especially. Like, I think half of my enjoyment in Dark Souls and Souls likes comes down to, do I like the exploration and the level design? And Bloodborne I gotta add it to it. Like, Dark Souls still has it beat in the sense that everything's connected. Like, everything. You can go from one area to another, even though there's like 2 or 3 areas that you're supposed to be, that you, in terms of the order in which you encounter them, like you can go from Undead Burg to, let's say, I don't know, New Londo Ruins or whatever, without going through the elevator. You can go through Drake Valley or whatever, and make it there really quick. Like, everything can be reached in a very short amount of time. I don't think that's possible in Dark Souls in Bloodborne as much, but still they made a really good attempt at connecting everything and making it a cohesive, connected world, and I really appreciate that. I liked all the bosses. Maybe even some I'd say I like better than in other games. Like Dark Souls gets, I'd say a lot of the bosses in Dark Souls, if you look at them with neutral eyes, I guess, would not be as memorable if it hadn't been the first Souls game to really take off for a lot of people. And I think in that sense, boss design Bloodborne is really good. But what I didn't like about that is that they didn't integrate the bosses into a lore too much. Like, it seems a lot of the times you could have just switched them out, however you like. Which is, whatever. It's fine. It's still really cool to fight them. And it doesn't have to be that way. So unfortunately, this game spits you out into New Game Plus without you getting another chance at, revisiting everything that you might have missed. I guess you'd have to do it before Moon Presence, in this sense. What happened to this guy? Like, he must have died. Or did he become the werewolf that we see? That he's... Like, he seems sick. And then when we come to again, he is gone. And instead we have this bloodied werewolf. Which actually... Let me actually wait for him to appear. I believe he's drenched in blood. It's hard to say. I was gonna say, yeah, maybe. He looks like he might have been... He looks like one of those enemies that are summoned by the Bell Maidens in Yahar'gul. Right? And maybe that is Yosefka's doing. Maybe that guy was supposed to... Actually, no. Why would he give me the contract in that case? That makes no sense. Whatever. I'm just spitballing here. Looking at little cooch face over here. The game certainly makes an entrance. That's for sure. Okay. You found yourself a hunter. We keep all our equipment, which is cool. But I guess the key items we lose. We keep the badges at least, which is good, I guess. It's not too bad. Alright, cool. But I have to say, the moon presence, what the hell was going on there? Was that just the normal fight you would expect it to go down? Because that was so much harder than, so much easier than Garmin would be. Also, I guess Pale Blood is the moon presence then, right? Like the moon itself. Seek Pale Blood to transcend the hunt. We transcended the hunt by fighting the moon presence. Oh well. That's Bloodborne for you. We'll put this on hold, like I said, and focus on other endeavors. And I'll see you then.